رمضان مبارك رمضان كريم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We welcome you all to another episode on the Dar session in the blessed month of Ramadan. Today, inshallah, we'll be talking about the philosophy of Eid al-Fitr. Now, we all know that in this blessed month of Ramadan, it ends with a blessed occasion in which people come together to have feast, and then we also talk about the experience we've had in the month of Ramadan and all that period, the kind of blessings and the kind of worship that we engaged in during this blessed month of Ramadan. Now, this Eid that we have, we mostly come around and then we have a feast and then we go through various activities. But what is the real purpose of this Eid? We all know that the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after the month of Ramadan, he meets his people in an open place, and then this kind of festival is being done. Now, the Eid in the Islamic calendar, or in the Islamic society, we have two kind of Eid, that is two kind of festivals, or two kind of celebrations. And then these celebrations, we have the Eid al-Fitr and then the Eid al-Adha. So this Eid al-Fitr that we are talking about today is the one that marks the end of the Ramadan. Now, the philosophy of Eid isn't only that we come together to have a feast. Rather, it also tells us, it informs us, or it reminds us of the various activities that we went through during the month of Ramadan. That, hey, we are not over yet. This is the time that we have to keep on. We have to keep up with that activity or those activities that we engaged ourselves in the blessed month of Ramadan. So the Eid is being celebrated for us to continue doing those practices. And what practices, or what are these practices that we engaged ourselves in this blessed month of Ramadan? The first thing is ibadat, that is worship. Now, we all know that in this blessed month, we the Muslims, we make sure that we go to the mosque, we attend the 5 daily prayers, and we even have an extra congregational prayer, that is the Taraweeh prayers. And you would see every Muslim, each and every Muslim in this blessed month of Ramadan rushing to the mosque, observing the 5 daily prayers, and then also adding up the Taraweeh prayer just to gain the maximum or the maximum benefits or the pleasure of Allah Almighty, so that we can be blessed in this month of Ramadan. So when we are celebrating Eid, or when it is the time of Eid, it tells you and I that we have to meet our mind, we have to set our mind that yes, this is the moment of celebration, telling us that that worship that we engage ourselves in the month of Ramadan, it is not ending there. It shouldn't end there. We have to continue. We have to keep on doing these activities of ibadat. We have to go on worshiping Allah the Almighty. Again, in this blessed month of Ramadan, people do give out a lot. We see a lot of charitable activities going on by the Muslims themselves. They are telling you that they want to reap the benefits or the blessings of Allah the Almighty. So when it is time for Eid, the Eid is being celebrated to tell you or to make you aware that as a Muslim, that practice of yours of giving out, it shouldn't end at the end of the month of Ramadan. Rather, when you are celebrating Eid, it should be at the back of your minds that this should remind you that you should go on again and again giving something in charity. The Holy Prophet ﷺ was the one who gave. He was giving almost everything during the month of Ramadan so as to reap the benefits, or so as to gain the pleasure of Allah Almighty. So in the day of Eid tells you, a Muslim, that yes, you have to keep on giving and giving out to the people. Again, we all know how the month of Ramadan changes a Muslim's life. We go through this hunger, this thirst, we abstain from those bad activities, and then we make sure that we are only engaging ourselves in the righteous things. Now, when it is time for Eid, or this Eid al-Fitr, is there for us Muslims to know that yes, we have gone through a lot. we had suffered a lot, not suffering as in suffering, rather suffering in the cause of Allah Almighty. Eating nothing, drinking nothing, even those things that Allah Almighty has made purer for us and they are halal for us. In this month of Ramadan, Allah Almighty tells you that for a period of time, you have to abstain from them and be in your utmost purity and then pray to Allah Almighty and submit to He, Allah alone. So this Eid is telling you that as a Muslim, when you are celebrating the Eid, when you come together, when you are having the feast, it tells you it doesn't end there. You have to go on again and again practicing this. You have to sympathize with the people that when you were fasting, you went through a lot. You were not eating. So now, as you have moved away from the fast in the month of Ramadan, when you see a brother hungry, you know exactly what you went through when you were fasting. When you see a brother very thirsty, you know of what you went through during the month of Ramadan. So this will ginger you to sympathize with those people who are poor and needy and not having anything to feed on or to drink, so that you can also have a clean heart towards them to keep on giving something to them. So this is why the Eid is there for us to have this celebration. And then when we are now feasting or gathering and then share our joy with each other, we remember that yes, we passed through a lot. So from now, henceforth, when we meet people who are in such a problem, we give out to them, we sympathize with them, we share our joy with them. This is a month in which many people make personal sacrifices. We all know that in the month of Ramadan, to gain the pleasure of Allah Almighty, people do give out. People see other people and then they just give out anything to them because they know that in this blessed month of Ramadan is a month in which we can gain the utmost blessings and then pleasure of Allah the Almighty. This Eid tells us of unity. Unity in what sense? Unity in this sense that in the Muslim community, Allah Almighty has given us 5 daily prayers. Now, in these 5 daily prayers, we converge, we come together in our mosque, we observe our 5 daily prayers, Taraweeh, we come together. This is a daily affair. But on Fridays, as we know, Allah Almighty has given us a bigger congregation in which we come in our numbers from various places to gather in the mosque just to observe the congregational prayer, that is the Jummah prayers. But on Eid, Allah Almighty has given us an extra hand. That is, Allah Almighty wants to unite us more. Now, during the time of COVID, we were all praying at home. And when we were praying at home, we all know that we had some sort of congregation that we were offering. Now, Allah Almighty is telling us here that during the time of Eid, you come out in your numbers, you gather at a place, an open place, so that everyone would come together to meet and then share the joy that one is having with each other. This brings unity amongst the people, because as we have our congregational prayer, we still come for the Jummah prayer, and in the year, that is how Allah Almighty has arranged His sense so that we all come together as Muslims and the brotherhood would be strong. Daily we are going to the mosque. Once a week, we observe the Jummah prayers in which we all come together. And then in the year, Allah Almighty has given us this celebration for us to unite among ourselves, for us to cheer with each other. On this day of Eid, Allah Almighty is telling us that we should happen to love and then share to each other. And that is what the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will do during the day of Eid, where he would cheerfully, that has been his sunnah, but on this special day, because it's a special day, it needs much more special things. And that is what Allah Almighty has given us in this month of Ramadan, that we have this Eid. And this Eid is what signifies the complete unity, so that we all would be able to assess ourselves, and then we wouldn't stop with the right things that we were doing during the month of Ramadan. Rather, we would continue sacrificing, being helpful to each other. We would keep on coming together, and then we will keep on worshiping them more. So the Eid al-Fitr is there for us to go through what we did in the month of Ramadan and wouldn't stop there, rather we would continue, do more and more. May Allah forgive us our shortcomings. May Allah accept our sacrifices, and may He strengthen us so that we would be able to keep on doing the good works that we were doing in the blessed month of Ramadan. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.